Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda. After 1 vs 1 right here on the Riva Crossing, we shall be watching nateums here fighting for the Soviet Union, for the glory of Comrade Stalin and the Soviet Republics or something. Taking on the mantle here of the 5th Tank Corps. Special Live Command up right away here for nateums. Combination away commanders, by the way, advanced warfare, counter-attack tactics, and Lend-Lease versus Naat, who himself has Jaeger armor, lightning war, and spearhead fighting for Germany, for the Reich. Moving out for the 20th Panzerdivision. And Grenadiers here immediately arriving with the second one on the way for Naat. But back to nateums, with one conscript corps out so far. And then following up with the Strafniki. Spreading out a bit here, since his opponent seems to be doing the same as well. Interesting. No focus play there from the German, at least initially, or at least so it would appear to be to our eyes. But then again, looks like the Grenadiers might be heading up. They support the other Grenadiers, called the Pioneers, on the other hand, sent on a mission of their own. Can say deuces for Deutschland. But Grenadier are on the move. Strafniki there arriving with the SPT-40, Soviet semi-automatic rifle. Was actually a downgraded version of an fully automatic rifle called, I believe, the AVT-36, something like that. Problem with it was, though, it was actually too powerful, and the recoil would basically break after it's shot for some period of time. So they basically just made it a semi-automatic rifle, and there you go, the SPT-40. The AVT-40 was, by the way, known as a battle rifle, which is essentially what happens if you take a bolt-action rifle and make it fully automatic. An assault rifle actually fires less powerful bullets. Little fun fact there. Battle rifle, on the other hand, fires fully, powerful bullets. The BAR, for example, was a battle rifle. The FD-42, which the Fallschirmjägers were equipped with, was also, in essence, a bit like a battle rifle. It could also be fired on the move, a bit like that, but was actually a bit more of a light machine gun, same with the BR. So, some fun facts there. You don't hear much about battle rifles, but they do exist, though they rather fell out in favour of the assault rifle in most cases. MD-42 moving up here, Strafniki attacking. Oh, MD-42 at time here, is firing. Scout coming in from the north with communists in tow, Mark getting some flame for that. Strafniki here realising they quickly need to get out of there as the MD-42 unleashes hell of all fun kinds upon them. Few upon here being harassed by conscious squad, the Pioneers realising they can't really do much against that. Scout pushing grenades again. By the way, it looks like he hasn't quite popped them up on the right side of the cover, or they jumped out on their own. Either way, that's not going to turn out well here. The 50 caliber and those combinations up will make short work of those Grenadiers as long as they're on the wrong side of the large pieces of wood. Pioneers are quick to fall back to sort of get back to sort of a real extra advantage against the Pioneers at long range. Bit of MP-40 there, machine infantry enthusiastic, also known as the Schmeisser, by the Western Allies. More guys are running for Naat. And we're noting here sniper on the way. Rather interesting collection of troops so far for nateums. One of each. No commander choice yet, though. Standoff continues on the left side. Centre being slow to secure as well. Scout comes up. MP-42 firing away. Does a bit of damage there against the scout car. And there you go. Heckenschütze moving up there. The sniper and his teammate. Nice flank there from nateums. Penal Battalion Grenadiers trying the best of the other Grenadier squad needs to provide firepower as well. And there you go, they crossed a bit too much across open ground. They were a bit too eager to get close, and there we go. Heavy losses were inflicted, though the Soviet state will think nothing of it since they're expendable. Sniper there gets off a shot. Pioneer, nope, Grenadier squad has actually moved up to support. Noting like to Grenadier coming up, so Naat has going on, likely going to then get a scout car, and we're noting a second conscript squad there for nateums.
White scout car ready for under our control.
It looks like the gun is not going to bother with those conscripts. Interesting decision there.
You have a target.
Snipers continuing to snipe there. Oh, never mind, looks like the engagement here, but the gun is caught out in the open, and the punishment from the Soviet Union is harsh and unrelenting. Trying to push up here, trying to ambush the snipers. They're getting a few shots. Definitely need to stop moving though. Again, remember your troops are more accurate when they're not moving. Usually the best thing to do is actually sort of briefly stop up, then get full accuracy, then maybe move. But still, I think he maybe could even have wiped them out had he stopped up just briefly, just getting more accuracy, and then maybe one go stop them. So I think that was a bit of a tactical misdecision right there by Naat, which cost him a bit dearly. Punishment again. These conscripts overall not having a lot of issues because essentially the bit of the problem here is that Naat is trying to handle two separate front lines at the same time, which is actually causing him a bit more prone to mistakes. But it seems like nateums on the other hand is a lot more capable of handling. And now we're seeing further troop reinforcing their flanks, so Naat is already here having a bit of problems. Both fuel points now in the hands of the Soviets. There we go, auto cannon up. And there we go, the scout car went down. Oh, Stravniki actually moving straight out to the scout car. Ain't enough, he pulls back. I mean, one thing scout cars are actually excellent at punishing are actually Stravniki with the auto cannon. Then can really sort of cause a lot of harm. So a bit surprised they actually didn't go in for the kill and wipe it out. There with this 2-2-2. And he's squad here fighting on his own. A desperate fight. Rather that maneuver. There we go, light machine gun helping at the same time the conscripts are quickly closing in. And we see him quickly retreating, realizing he's been overpowered, but maybe also fearing the potential for a Molotov. Pushing up here with the MG42.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Now, though, is in a bit of a sticky bind. He should maybe consider setting up the MG42 here instead of having standing out in the open and hitting a mine there, and that seems to result in a full retreat. Crushing crates there with the might of German engineering. And then unleashing quite a few volleys there of heavy auto cannon fire. That is the Russian infantry. And we're seeing here that nateums getting ready for a larger push here. Snipers, Stravniki and conscripts. Quick hoorah back there, already 4 kills. Troops need to reinforce, get back, need to move towards it again. Or shift over towards it. In fact, quickly he maybe realised that the right hand side might be a bit of a lost cause for the time being. Conscripts move up there, like trying to get off an anti-tank grenade. Only one gets off. Pioneers quickly need to repair that one. And the grenades are simply getting overwhelmed, they just need to fall back. But no, Naat is actually going off. Nope. Looks like he realised the folly of his actions. He might end up, though, still paying for it. Nope. Looks like nateums did not try to punish it very hard. And now Naat is instead shifting axis of approach. That is good. Need to do it quickly, though. Spread out, take up advantageous positions to repel any immediate enemy counter-attack. Also noting Lend-Lease has been chosen, and we note here Dushka has arrived for nateums, quick to sort of repel any fascist counterattack there with this heavy machine gun. More or less the same shots that was fired by the 50 caliber though. Can't remember what the other technical differences about it though were. He's actually shifting up the scout here maybe for some light harassment of his opponent. Keep nateums a bit on the back foot while he's trying to take back the rest of the map and the territory and gain his viewpoint. Gaining kills, good, good. Also shifting to the centre. He could consider laying down some S-mines here maybe, or something else. And there we go. Dushka opens up. Light damage there as the paint job gets scratched. And the Panzergrenadiers are arriving for Naat with their Sturmgewehrs.
Your command? Enemy is engaging us.
He could advance the Grenadiers here, have them able to take support, and then instead having the MB42 and the Grenadiers at that point. Seems a bit excessive. Looks like he's lining up for a minor counterattack here. If he were to do it, he might want to benefit from setting up the scout car to flank from here, then get behind the units, maybe cut off the snipers from the retreat path and wipe them out that way.
We're taking small arms fire.
Oh, Peebles was getting caught out in the open. We do get off the flame for conscripts moving in. Nice bit of damage. And there's a light machine gun over one of the conscripts there. Naat's advance on the 20th Panzer Division is going swimmingly. Decent. Panzer's moving in. Oh, Dushka could turn upon them. More conscripts moving out. Scout car there. 8 kills, closing on between 2 and 9 kills. Panzer's flanking in there. Gutes Arbeit, Leute. Zerstören Sie die Russen. And there we go. Veteran, you do on the scout car. Sniper though. thought that was a sniper. Oh, that's down here. Never mind, the Grenadiers need to fall back there, though. Panzer Grenadiers on the pursuit still. Scout car could get to some repairs and then perhaps can... No, never mind. Too late now, too late now. Again, I can't help but feel that was a missed opportunity there to punish the snipers and catch them, murdering them in one swift, merciless blow. Oh, mines! Need them! Well mined, by the way, there by nateums. That should not go past him. Getting off a few nice kills there with the autocannon. Focus much more on the left side. Panzers a bit overwhelmed. Need to consider falling back here before they're wiped out. Zurückfahren, Leute! Still managed to cut off more from the right hand side. Panzers though could get wiped on the retreat. He was too reckless there. Bad move, not bad move. And there we go. A tragic loss there for Germany. Once more he managed to avoid the mine. He should consider getting some mine sweepers. He needs to fall back with his troops here. There are only 2 Grenadiers now. They can't hold back all that much. Clever counter move here, trying to go for that call from the scout car here. Might be able to punish it. Hell, the way it's set up, he could even cut them down on retreat if he does it well enough. At the same time, looks like an infantry force pushing up here. But we do see here that nateums here to set up a blocking force there quite nicely. Oh, here could nateums end up being punished. Yes, his hubris was caught here. And struck down by the Reichseagle itself. Nice man there as well. nateums is definitely hurting a bit more. We also know here taking up going on for Naat. No commander for him though. I mean, considering the situation, Lightning Wall could benefit his Grenadiers. Could give him a lot of fun abilities there. He could also aim for Spearhead. That would also give him some benefits, I think. Snipers. nateums here getting a bit bold or maybe a bit desperate. That was awfully close. These Strafnigbal has not been pulled back for reinforcement, even merged with, so they could easily find themselves pretty dead pretty quickly. Oh, so this is what a slightly better rifle looks like. Ooh, no. That's the armor core going up. Scout car rolling back here. Close veteranry free. That will definitely make it much more of a threat to the enemy.
That's everyone! Grenadiers ready! The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. It's done.
Noting here, mechanized armor company up for nateums.
You found something? We are
Need to repair that scout car. Mach schnell!
How can we help? Pioneers ready for anything!
And he could get a Stug right now. That would definitely be my initial recommendation. Though, of course, he could also aim for a Flak Panzer or a Panzer IV. Large force pushing in there. MD42 left on its own there, but much on the left side. He's also got plenty of munitions. So, again, you know, some light machine gun upgrades, or again, a commander like, say, Lightning Wall that could add some Jaeger light infantry upgrades could also be quite handy. Noting he's also got a Pack 40, that's not a bad idea. And a Panzer IV then is on the way. The Panzerkampfwagen 4. Quick sprint here from the Snipers to quickly react to the situation. A bit, I think, overly much actually. The MD42 that much far in turn with no supporters in sight. Careful now, you might be overextending yourself a bit much now, and the Pack 40 is nowhere near in sight to support your frontline troops, which is also something you have to be careful with. The mines moves up, so nateums actually more worried about mines than his opponent is. So therefore, Naat is also playing some good sense there. Grenadiers need to fall back, consequence of a much larger veterans he's moving in. Don't make the same mistake again, Naat! Don't do it! Ah, God damn it. He definitely needs to be more careful there. Mine went off there, almost wiping out the Grenadier squad. Need to fall that back. I mean, he's actually... And he's gone for Jaeger armor. So just to get us going for something that might actually help him, you know, gain a further advantage, strengthen his hold. He goes for the exact opposite, something that's a lot more reactionary in terms of what he can do things. So I can't help but feel, you know, that was a bit of a bad move committed right there by Naat. If I have to be honest. But there we go, veterans E3. Still, Jaeger armor. I do not think that was a very strong choice there. In particular, since I can wager he's not likely going to be using most of the stuff involved.
Grenadiers.
So I'd definitely say that was a bit of a mistake. I mean, had he had Stooge, you know, then also the spotting scope would be a lot more sensible. And Panzer IV, there's a bit of limit. Another mine went off there, but setting up S-mines. Finally getting some mines up, by the way. Sure took him long enough. Before setting up, Panzer IV moving in. Oh, but not really doing much there. No scout spotting scopes actually on the scout car. That would be one of the more sensible choices, since that would actually benefit it greatly. But apparently he has decided against it. Before to be marked, there we go, scout car moving in before to open up Panzer IV cutting the flank. Stuffney caught there, Pack 40 could move up, and there goes H-35. I think he can actually see it, yes indeed, but he doesn't need to reacting to it. But we get out the Pack 40 to help with it. That struck me as a bit of an odd choice there. Why he doesn't try to, you know, get it, or at least late with it. Grenadiers here fighting on their own, Constance caught there. Nice position here with the Grenadiers, veteran 2 by the way, and a light machine gun. Always good. Looks like some air supplies are going in. H-35 pulls back for the time being. He could get a shoot now. Oh! And looks like that was that supply craft.
Panzer IV ready. We are under attack. Is ready for anything.
Oh no! That's a demo charge. And apparently nateums didn't notice it. Ah!
Grenadiers reporting.
Talk about goddamn close. Guys, you need to fall back though. But Christ almighty! Panzer IV could easily also stand to be more aggressive. I mean, overall, I can't help but feel nateums might be getting a bit lax, or not getting a bit lax here at the moment. He should definitely do this to sort of further strengthen the stranglehold, bunkers, or more armour. Another Panzer IV would do nice, and Ostwind also, or some Stooges.
You need something built?
Rather feels like he's actually holding back a bit. Duska there escaping. S-35 tank strike moving up. Still holding most of the victory points, having that advantage, but still not pushing it, not pushing it. Oh, at least he got the spotting scopes up now for the scout car.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Another Panzer Grenadier squad moving in.
Panzer IV ready.
Opening up there on the Stravniki, Pack 40 should have been out if you knew the S-35 was there anyways. Oh dear, anti-tank grenade off there on the scout car, but he's actually got a nice amount of kills there. The scout car's really done quite well for Naat, to be honest. I mean, he's almost done half the kills he's actually done in this fight, so that's actually quite impressive. More pioneers in the way, that is good, by the way, that is good. Veterans are feeling the Grenadiers, including the accuracy further. Panzer Grenadiers moving up, Panzer bomb moving in. Scout car still in dire need of repairs, so being put together. Stravniki making assault here versus the Grenadiers. Light machine gun more would have been helpful. I'm surprised he's only upgraded one of his Grenadiers. Oh, satchel charge! He's not paying attention! That was close. And a Katyusha has been called in to support the tank corner's advances. Lots of rockets flying through the air. Pack 40 being engaged by the Duska. Panzer IV moving in. And a rather exposed fuel cache. Oh, hit Panzer IV in the mine here. That's actually terrible. But a fuel cache right there. That's an odd decision there for a fuel cache there. I would have figured here or maybe there would be a better choice, but he actually chose one a bit farther away. And he actually popped him in bundle grenade to try and knock it out. That's hardly efficient. Panzerfaust there on the SU-5, knocking out the engine. If only he'd gone spearhead, he could actually have popped some smoke and gotten away from it. There you go, Panzer 4, a combat loss. Panzer going to need to fall back. Come on, Naat. Ten mines up there, good. Mines was up, might want to move ahead and check for mines. SU-5 here with a heavy engine down, second fire from the Pack 40. Pioneers moving in, Scout could do a bit of help here. You're just spotting. You're spotting scopes. Missed that close, and looks like, oh, he's not getting out the machine gun there. In fact, lost it right there to the scout car. 29 kills. Pack 40 crew seems incapable of hitting all of a sudden. And gonna need to fall back rather schnell. Scout car needs to support that Pack 40 before it's too late. And he also needs to get some more infantry up. He's floating an awful lot of resources. I fear he might be going for an elephant tank destroyer, which will overall not really help him much. Satchel charge stay intent on knocking out the Pack 40, doesn't quite do it though. Countries there close to getting wiped out. Can he get off another volley there? Close, but no cigar. A communist war moving up. And force to fall back. Need to quick get back moving up here.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
Please don't tell me you're aiming for the elephant. Back to nateums. Oh, by the way, that was not supposed to be there. Ah, well. And he lost his armoured car there. A rather big shame that 35 killed. I think that's definitely a bit rare to see. Well handled there by Naat. I mean, he knows how to handle his scout car, that's for sure. You don't get 35 kills in scout car if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, by the heavens, he did it. He actually guarded an elephant tank, so he might be saying, well, why is this a bad choice? Well, no, what does his opponent have? Lots of infantry. What doesn't he have a lot of? Tanks. Do you see the problem? More particularly, the way the elephant sort of handles things, you know, it's not going to be effective against a lot of targets. I mean, against the SU-5, it's pretty much only there to knock them out. If you get something else, it's already beginning to get wasted. So that's already a bit of a problem there. It's also slow, which requires him to sort of keep everything close to it. And noting the playstyle of Naat, that can actually be a bit of a problem. Since again, Naat does tend to be, in some regards, a bit particularly awkward for getting units here and there, and again, in particular, leaving units on their own. And that's not really good for the elephant. He needs to be able to sort of play cohesively with a larger formation at a time. And that does seem to be a problem here for Naat. It's already there. He's not really playing to his own strengths in terms of a player.
We are losing territory.
So that could easily prove to be an issue.
Aim fire on this position.
Plus his opponent gone for this. I mean, there's no even heavy armour, which would really be the way he might get the elephant to deal with enemy heavy armour. But again, there's none of that. So another problem there rises for the elephant. I mean, he should have gone for the other twins and maybe gotten a Tiger, but even then, I just think, you know, he had this. Why not just get a pair of Panzer IVs or some Austrians or Stoops? Had he done that, you know, alongside his other Panzers, we probably could have taken that SU-5 without losing the first one. Or at least have something to really punish his opponent, and all of a sudden had nothing. But again, that's not the case. Instead, he got the elephant, which can't exploit anything. It's too slow, and it can only affect against armour, so it's very little he can actually do with it. So right there, I think that was a major strategic fumble right there by Naat. Seemingly born of, you know, something. I'm not entirely sure what it is. He definitely seems to be operating here a bit on a different plane than was actually happening on the battlefield. Because there's really not much that says, you know, an elephant would really be great right now. In fact, there's a lot of things that say, you know, something that can kill infantry pretty good would be great now, but at the same time also can handle armor a bit alright. Stooks or Panzer IVs or a Tiger would have been a much better choice. In particular, again, because, again, no, he does keep constantly spreads out. It's not really sort of suited to his playstyle, even. is very quickly going to find itself rather unguarded, and that could easily be an easy target then for nateums and his attacks.
What do you need? One less to worry about.
Do have a Duska here, which should help Mr. Naat a bit though. Now that he possesses some heavy machine gun fire as well.
Yes.
It's now a bit here on their own. Troops are reinforcing. And I do believe it's time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation in Naat is holding most of the victory points. He is holding a large chunk of the map to a certain extent, although nateums does hold most close as much. In terms of unit composition, they're sort of alright. We do note here that Naat does have a bit more in terms of support units, so he does have a slightly broader unit composition in some regards. On the other hand, his opponent does have the artillery, he also has snipers, he has some other fun things. So it's not quite as straightforward. And again, Naat really, I think, threw a lot of stuff out the window by getting this elephant, really essentially denying himself a lot of chances to really exploit any weaknesses in an opponent. Again, basically setting up for a lot more reactive play. And more specifically, he's reacting to something that isn't there at all. I mean, what you've seen, you should know there's going to be, Lend-Lease, if you paid attention. And I mean, in that regard, the elephant's going to be a bit limited as well. Sure, he could easily lock on, but that rather depends then that nateums is a complete buffoon. And of course, also noting the terrain of the map, there's a lot of things that could easily hide a tank or anything like that, so that also makes the elephant a bit more limited in utility. In particular, the way he plays it, which could easily allow an opponent to sneak up on the elephant and get behind it. So in that regard, I can't help but feel here that Naat really made a massive mistake. He needs to get some more regular, more generalist armor. He needs to get a Panzer IV out of some Stugs, and that way build up a bit stronger core. He also needs to sort of build up some more solid defenses around two other victory points, either here, or here, or here, and here. Here and here would be the more sensible, because that's going to be close to the base, I think, and would also avoid having this large piece of road sort of cover. So that, I think, would work more nicely. So that is something to keep in mind as well. Plus, of course, there'd be less approaches. You could then also mine them with teller mines. And he's also got a ton of munitions, which I think he should begin expending towards, something a bit more defensive. Bunkers, mines, that sort of thing. Also, some light machine guns for the gunners. I'm surprised he's only had one gun in this squad with a light machine gun. I think that's rather underplaying his advantages as well. I mean, there are other things he could be doing better here. For nateums, I mean, he's a bit on the defense now. He's taking some losses, but still he's got some advantages. He could easily aim for some Shermans, then actually put up a lot of pressure, but now he's down to a tank, so the Shermans could easily then be up here, do a lot of damage, and the elephant moves down here, then he shifts up here. I mean, rapid, aggressive mobile play right now would definitely be to his advantage, and then somehow trying to catch this elephant tank destroyer off guard, wiping it out with probably a pair of Shermans flanking it rather rapidly. So that's really it. I mean, he just keeps moving, needs to ensure he doesn't get caught up in some unfortunate standoffs with superior firepower being delivered onto him by Naat. And otherwise just keep moving, keep hitting, keep pulling back when things get too hairy, and then strike again somewhere else. Use mobility, use mobility. If you can keep that up, then this game will largely be his. So back to the fight here. That you should find from farthest away, which again is where it is the least effective. I mean, it can do something, but it's a lot less likely to actually do something. Let's see if we're going to do moving up. Throwing away most marvellously. And Conscious there coming under some pretty heavy suppressive fire there from the Dushka. With the HD5 bombarding way, hoping to catch some fascists out in the open, but realising it's a tank destroyer, not a fascist footman destroyer. Elephant shifting over sluggishly. And snipers sniping away there. By the way, veterans of fleet, quite impressive work right there by nateums.
Supply lines have been cut.
Ooh, mine up there. Oh, shite it. And there you go. Most of the Panzer gun of this squad lost in the blink of an eye. Surprisingly, nateums is not pulling away his troops as they're getting slowly shredded here. Down to one man. Absolutely vicious work right here with this crew.
I have the men ready.
Canadian Pioneers on the move.
Standing by.
Type 40 here firing and opening up on the Elephant tank destroyer. Shots either bouncing off or missing. Bit of Katyusha fire here to sort of draw out the Dushka, but not really doing much. But actually looks like he loses heart and pulls back. That's interesting.
Enemy contact.
Looks like he had an S-mount field up there. That's good. That's grand.
Okay.
A second sniper on the way here for nateums.
Flamethrower squad ready.
Whoa, that was a lot of screams about everyone deserves a chance of redemption. It looks like a flak panzer has arrived here for Naat, adding in some serious anti-infantry firepower, which could also do some nasty work there to the Katyusha. So not necessarily a bad choice. Of course, you have to be careful with the S-35. That's going to end up not very well. But a flak panzer here with a 37mm gun.
Unit count is increasing.
Plenty of manpower here being floated. Likely might be aiming there for the M4C Sherman. And again, the Elephant overall has not done a single shred of damage. He has done no kills. And again, imagine he's going for a pen for some Stooks. I'm pretty sure he could even got almost 3 Stooks for that same price.
Points have fallen to 300.
I mean, those 3 Stooks would have done a lot more damage than one Elephant has done into now.
Engineer standing by.
And certainly earned themselves in a lot faster. So again, I can't help but feel again, massive strategic mistake. Again, basically not really realising what's going on in the battlefield. There you go, M4C Sherman arriving. One of many Lend-Lease Shermans provided to the Soviet Union. Called the MCHA, by the way, due to the M4 bit there. Counters there almost wiped out.
Yes.
Fuel depot finished.
And now we note sort of there's several armor tunes striking elsewhere, and again the Elephant simply can't be everywhere. And he's also lacking some anti-tank defenses on the right side. There's a lot of problems here for Naat at the moment. Interesting note, I mean, he could consider upgrading this Sherman here with a 50 caliber machine gun. Sherman advancing. Panzers need to fall back though. They're not going to last long out in the open versus the Sherman. Even the 76mm gunman, which actually had less powerful high-pressure rounds, which actually a lot of Sherman commanders were a bit upset with because, you know, they actually like being able to kill infantry reasonably well. Who's holding up the line here, but getting sniped. And again, that Elephant really isn't getting much done at all. Got the flak panzer over here. And this department, you're actually seeing here what is going on is that he's overextending. He's trying to hold too much territory with a force that really isn't built for that. I mean, the Elephant is not built for sort of mobile, aggressive harassment fighting. Or for that matter, as so. Ooh, what is this? Jericho Trumpet! Black Panther sitting in, could try and get the snipers down retreat. He is actually too slow to move it in. Got the Pack 40 though, but I can't help but feel that was a bit too slow there. A bit too slow, Naat. Going back here to Naat. Large unity force going up, a bit too clumped up there again. His tactics do seem a bit weak there. And now the Austrians are going to get flanked by the Sherman. Need to fall back. If only Gordon Spearhead or something, and he could have popped smoke once again. He went Jaeger armor. And of course, clumped up infantry makes things easier for the Katyusha as well. So I mean, overall, a series of bad tactical decisions all of a sudden. Not sure what he's trying to do here. I mean, if you can get behind it, sure, but it's certainly going to take a bit of a while there. There you go, flak panzer kaput.
We have lost a panzer.
Taking Soviet fire!
Sherman rolls up. And there Elephant gets off a shot. Looks like he might finally wreck a vehicle. Fire fly. No, never mind. What a waste. Getting a Panzer IV now, the Panzerkampfwagen 4. He could follow up with a Sturmgeschütz.
778-604 is taken. MG element ready.
We have it.
He's got a bunker there counting things, that's nice. We've been moving up the right hand side, lots of infantry, well a bit of infantry, mostly support weapons actually, machine guns, more machine guns. It also looks like he's finally upgrading more of his Grenadiers with lightest machining Gewehren. Elephant has to fall back. Nateums just keep pushing here and there, pressuring slowly but surely. Figuring out what's going on. Rather serious Katyusha strike there, almost wiping out the Pioneer squad in the process. And there you go, Panzerkampfwagen 4. Pinto machine gun up and spotting scopes again. And there we go, P-neutral squad advances in some pretty vicious machine gun fire, the result being a rather brave retreat. Victory points continuing to tick down here.
You found something?
Still trying to get that fuel cache. And we're seeing here that Nateums is quite intent on defending it. Oh, there we go. Again, because he didn't have a continuous front, this bunker is getting flanked, and we'll likely see a satchel charge on it. Nicely done there by Nateums.
Frontier building has been lost.
At the very least, he should have covered up the flank then with some mines.
Yes, our opponents are seizing the sector.
There you go, Panzer IV to the rescue. A bit late though. A bit late, man engagements left and right. Sherman on meanwhile cleaning up the right flank. Many of Naat's Truppen.
We fight bravely for the Reich.
Another victorious Katyusha barrage going up there from Nateums space. Veterans one by the way on it, allowing for a more concentrated Katyusha strike. Should not be underestimated in potency by the way.
Grenadiers under fire!
Grenadiers lining up for the next fresh strike. Sherman moving up, Grenadiers sneaking in. No armour support though. No anti-tank support either. Bit of a reckless move there. Looks like though he loses the constant squad right there. Sherman moves up. Could the elephant get a hit? No, the elephant is far removed to actually be of help. But Panzer IV opening up the snipers. Could he get even the veterans of V1 veterans 1 here? Close but no cigar. Oh! Oh, Nateums was a bit too preoccupied with our units. Actually lost one of his Shermans there to the elephant tank destroyer. Getting it, veterans won the process and unlocking target weak point. Achtung! Endlich! After almost, I think, over 10 minutes actually, it's gotten an armor kill! Yay! Sure took it bloody long enough. Ooh, nice right on the base actually. I wonder how he noticed that one. Maybe air comms, I don't know. Or some bug. Either way, the sniper ended up dead. Impressive.
MG element ready.
I wonder what caused that.
Or blown up?
I wonder what caused it.
We took it.
Reinforcements complete.
Or maybe you could just see that far, I don't know. Ha! The elephant with focus sight and the spikes goes, he just barely sees into space, so that's how he did it, the clever bastard. Strafniki with a light machine gun, but caught out in the river. Apparently having a nice stroll. Realizing they're no longer in Minsk, but on the eastern front. Well, that's, well, never mind. One sniper pushing up there. MG4 needs to be careful. Another Panzer IV on the way, another Panzerkampfwagen 4 Stug would also be grand. Die Sturmgeschütz. Flanking in with Grenadiers. And there you go, the second Panzerkampfwagen here. Stuki's still an option, Stuki's still an option. Close to getting that sniper, but not quite successful.
Panzer here.
Sending in that Panther 4 on its own versus Sherman, not the wisest idea right there, Naat. Stop moving. Second Panther 4 moving up. No, don't expose the rear, don't expose the rear. Your Panther 4's greatest asset is its frontal armour. Bad move out, we're seeing the other Panther 4 blitzing in. I suppose that's a nice chance to Veteran 2 for the Sherman. Can he get it? One more hit maybe for the Veteran 2. No, too slow. Naat is not really that good in terms of some tactics there.
Ready for orders.
Ended up getting that Sherman there, free beat of Veteran 2 and losing a Panzer 4 he just gotten. I mean, he needs to play a lot more coherently. He seems to have a slight tendency to extending every time and taking things easy when he has an advantage. It's a bit of a problem. He's a bit too greedy, if you will. Right here, this body's also going out for the Panzer 4 station 5 was in range. Sadly, though, he wasn't able to really get a good hit out of it, but still managed to pull away. And again, why he keeps the elephant? Panther 4 desperately escaping, or he's trying to escape here, the wrath of the H5. He could count on the Panther 4, he could also get him Stuke, but he should get something. Besides more pioneers, by the way, to repair things. Duke can continue to hold up their flank, protecting the victory point there. Things are heating up. Oh, another demo charge! Again, seems like he's forgotten about it. Oh, never mind.
We have lost a squad.
Vicious little bastard as well.
You need something?
He's actually moving it forward. We're seeing another Sherman being added to the arsenal. And do not underestimate this Veteran 2 Sherman, which will definitely have a higher rate of fire. Plus, of course, with the 50 cal, I think it's all the benefit of it's really going to be a nasty little mess. No sign of further armor. In fact, he's taking up right now. That's an interesting decision to make right now. I think he should opt for more armor, to be honest.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Or more infantry. His infantry is actually beginning to bleed out quite a bit as well.
Standing by.
Get that elephant tanks well repaired.
Powerful units.
Standing by.
How can we help?
In particular now, Main's right flank is going to be extremely open. Move up there, the Panther 4 to support it. It's on its own with a damaged engine at the front line. What are you thinking, Naat? Again, he doesn't really seem to understand how to get the most out of it. Why did he get it if he doesn't know how to use it? Elf opening up there on the Sherman. SU-5 also moving in. He's pretty much circling in everything together. Panther 4 arriving. Veteran 2. Flank, flank, flank. Blitz and get behind it now. Don't stop up! And there you go, the elephant's getting flanked! And he's got nothing to help it, it's with a damaged engine! Now he's going to get punished! It's just 3 shots here for the Sherman! And there we go! Elephant went down there to the Sherman, well executed there by Naat, but nateums, but rather poorly executed by Naat. You should not again let that elephant be up there on its own, with no support, no nothing covering it, with a damaged engine. That would definitely not very well executed. Panther 4 needs to consider pull back as well. It's down to less than half health, and we're noting here he's pulling everything else, including a Veteran 2, SU-5. He's trying to blitz behind it, but there we go, Veteran 2 as well. He's exposing the rear. Ah! Panther shakes up, but it's too late. Naat. You don't seem to be very good at that armor tactics. It would definitely seem like Naat has a huge black hole in that little department is called armor tactics. Panthers need to fall back, and there we go, wiped out as well. This rather looks like
Well done, comrades.
He has been broken. He's barely got any infantry left now.
We are ready to build it or
And
blow it.
nateums definitely seems pretty dominant. Since got a veteran 2 Sherman and a veteran 2 SU-5, it's definitely nothing to underestimate. The higher rate of fire this thing gets, the more lethal it becomes. I mean, it can almost fire a shot every 2 seconds at veteran 2-3. And that's definitely something all armor will fear. Even the heaviest.
She's getting us! Get out of here!
We are losing territory.
Council's there falling back. And again, it's rather hard for him to now set up a defensive position, since he's got so little to hold, and again his flanks are exposed quite a bit. And of course he's got nothing to now hold back that Sherman, which is now on the loose here.
Heavy machine gun firing at us.
He definitely made a bit of a mistake there. An aggressively placed demo charge there. Bold move there by nateums. Not bad though. Another Panther IV pack on the way here for Naat. Can he pull it out? Can he save himself? He got a bit lucky there. Nice one to speed this up to see if anything happens. Mach schnell, mach schnell, mach schnell. You cannot wait anymore.
Enemy is down. On the waiting orders.
Another Sherman arriving. Apparently the Panther IV got cancelled. Getting another pack. Oh, don't tell him he's getting for another elephant. You know, silly person.
Assault gun ready for action.
Can't help but feel it's a bit late to just get a lot of packs now. Gonna hit on mine there. Another unit's lost there. It's definitely rapidly disintegrating between Naat's and his Travniki squad with a light machine gun as well. Pioneer's just moving for the slaughter. So somehow they're doing alright.
Enemy infantry!
I'm not sure how long that will last. There you go, veteran 2. Somehow they actually managed to pull it off. A small victory for Reich. I mean, don't underestimate Pioneers working together though.
Enemy has only 50
And there goes Sniper sorting that out.
Yes, comrade. Enemy troops engaging us.
SU-5 there, taking hits. Our points are rapidly going down as well.
Have a use for these scum.
And again, snipers moving in, nothing to really stop them. Nothing to stop them.
The enemy is down to 25 points.
Might as well speed up this last bit as well. Speaker strike, which did not manage much either. And there go GG.
The people anticipate our victory. The enemy
GG. And game over. There we go, and Summoning Guards, a bit of a tense fight here, some nice action to see. Shermans, tank destroyers, Katyushas, snipers, scout cars with a high kill rate. I mean, that was really a good scout car. But really, the main issue basically came down to here, Naat, and he had some problems with tactics. More specifically, he seemed a bit rubbish when it came to armor tactics. He'd keep making some small mistakes here and there, but also he made one strategic, massive armor mistake, and again, that was getting the elephant when again, the situation did not require, you call in the elephant if the situation requires an elephant. The elephant is a much more reactive tool than otherwise because it can't really impact anything else but armor. So in that department, the elephant is very much reactive. And even then, if you say, okay, I can use it actively, I can use it to push my opponent, alright, but then you certainly do not leave it alone. Again, the way that Naat's alter plate was rather, you know, loose and tend to overextend. He was rather aggressive in that department. Again, the elephant is certainly not useful for that. In the end, he ended up basically doing nothing with it overall. It was just a waste of resources. I mean, if he really was going to, he should have used a lot more aggressively and a lot more supportedly, but it never happened. I mean, he could, for example, use to drive up here and then begin slowly knocking away at his opponent's base. That could have worked. That would have forced his opponent to attack, and then he could sort of have units around it guarding it versus those attacks. But it never happened. Instead, he should have gone for him, and I'm pretty sure he'd gotten a lot more of those resources. Another mistake when then all of a sudden taking up, expending resources in basically thin air. So there's some rather decisive strategic mistakes there that rather cost him the game, when I think he could almost actually have won it and beaten nateums rather severely if he'd just gotten some more armor. But then some more minor mistakes with his Panzer force here against the Shermans also cost him. I mean, nateums certainly played a rather collected and sensible game in many regards, but again, he also made some small mistakes. He could definitely use that Katyusha better by having it closer. And he certainly could also have been aggressive in more flanking, maybe use his commander a bit better. I mean, a half-track assault group here and there could have helped, I think. But overall, interesting game, some fun stuff, and again, also proving, you know, be very, very sensible when you call in the elephant. It is extremely difficult to get something useful out unless your opponent really has some heavy armor. And it's definitely not something you get if your opponent has no armor at all. Again, it is a much more reactive tool than an active tool, because it is such a deep specialist compared to, say, a Panzerford or a Stug, which are much more generalist. Even the Stug might be a bit more specialist, but again, it can actually harm more than one thing. So in that regard, that was a bit of an issue. But there you go. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay on, provide some feedback in the comments, or follow me on Facebook or Twitter, links on the description. And if you do send me a replay, do send me a link to the leaderboards where you are. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.